Welcome to Lisbon, Portugal's hilly coastal capital city with picturesque streets and an amazing vegan scene. I'm Eunice and I'm going to show you where to find amazing vegan food and what sites you need to see. Let's go. For my first stop, I had to start on a sweet note.
Okay, so if you're visiting Lisbon or Portugal in general, there's one treat you have to try, and that's pastéis de nata. This is traditionally like a custard tart, so if you're vegan, they're obviously not vegan friendly, but Vegan Nata in the city center has multiple locations, has the cutest, most legit looking vegan pastéis de nata, and so of course, this is my first stop in the morning, and I want to check out how they are, so let's give it a try. Oh wow, wow, this is really good. You guys need to see the inside of this. The inside is super custardy. I've had this before, I had it in Porto. This one is better. This one's legit. The custard looks more like custard, it tastes custardy, the edges are crispy, like that buttery flaky dough, but it's all vegan. I topped it off with a little cinnamon, so this is definitely a place you have to check out. You can take some to go, like it makes a perfect gift. Like, oh my gosh, definitely worth trying.
But next, it was time for an epic brunch experience.
So one place you have to try when you come to Lisbon is a place called O Botanista. From the outside it says Ortea on the sign, so don't get confused, it's the same one. But the reason I came here is because I found out they have this beautiful presentation of brunch. It is made for one person, so you might think that looks like a lot, but no, they designed it so one person can enjoy everything, and you best believe I'm gonna eat all of this. It has crackers, pancakes, granola, dessert, tofu scramble, house-made cheese, vegan Nutella, strawberries, and 3 different drinks. You got a latte, your juice of choice, and for those who fancy, you can even get a mimosa. Okay, first actually cheers, having a sip of my coffee. That coffee is delicious, and you know what milk they use? Pea-based milk. They don't ask you what type of milk they have because they already use this one, and it tastes like oat milk. It's delicious. All right, let's try this tofu scramble. The color is absolutely beautiful. So yellow. Wow, so creamy and delicious. Wow, I have to try this house-made cheese with these crackers. Oh yeah, wow. Everything here tastes amazing. Okay, all right, let's try this vegan Nutella because I want to see how it compares. Oh wow, wow. I can't say I don't like anything. If you want a feast where you try a little bit of everything and just have everything you want in one spot, this is definitely worth it. They also have a bigger menu with a wider selection for like lunch and breakfast, but if you want a little bit of everything, it's worth, you know, having this and the experience, you know. So I think it's definitely worth a try. I'm definitely gonna keep feasting, so hope you guys check it out.
And don't forget to check out their beautiful dessert case inside and shop their house-made cheeses. Next, it was time for some sights. Bica is considered Lisbon's most picturesque funicular, leading up to the Barrio Alto and Bica neighborhoods, full of cute buildings, little shops, and nice restaurants. And you can't miss out on the Fado street music. Before heading to the water, another cool place you have to check out is Time Out Food Market, located inside the historic Mercado de Ribera, a traditional market hall built in the 1890s. But seeing as how this is a coastal city, you of course are going to want to check out the waterfront and enjoy the views of the peaceful Tagus River that leads into the Atlantic. And of course, it was time for dinner, so I headed straight to the Green Affair.
Okay, so now I'm at the Green Affair in the Chiado neighborhood here in Lisbon, which is a very touristy area, lots of shopping, and I couldn't resist because they have a traditional dish here called tofu al aliguero, which traditionally it's with fish, but they've made a sea marinade with algae and seaweed. They even have the seaweed skin as like the skin on the tofu, which is amazing, and it comes with spinach and roasted potatoes, which is nice because there's some greens in there, some good protein and your good carbs. And then of course I couldn't help it because they make their own focaccia in house. So I was like, I love carbs, I love a good focaccia, so I gotta try it. I love that they have a bunch of other different dishes. I almost caved and got the pesto linguine because I love me a good pesto, but I was like, no, Eunice, I need to get something traditional that I don't get elsewhere. And they make traditional Portuguese food, but vegan, so this I have to try. So I'm gonna go and dig in for this dish. Oh my gosh, I do appreciate the skin of the tofu. It gives you that vibe. Like if you're someone who's switching to vegan food, like, you know, recently, you kind of need foods that you're familiar with, right? I know vegans get a lot of crap sometimes, like, why do you eat food that looks like meat? Well, it's because, you know, you get used to certain foods growing up and you want something nostalgic. You want to eat those same foods, but you don't want to eat animals. You want to eat more plants. So let's try this. This is very flavorful. I've never had the traditional dish, so I can't tell you if it tastes like the traditional one, but the tofu is not bland. The potatoes have good flavor. The spinach has good flavor. Everything has really good flavor. So I'm like, I'm not complaining here. I'm loving it. I'm loving that I'm eating spinach, okay? Like, eating out all the time is a lot of fun, but sometimes I don't get enough greens, and I love that this is loaded with spinach. It's so good. And I'm gonna try the focaccia. If you love bread, you'll appreciate this. Seriously, this is a restaurant you have to come and try. The ambiance is beautiful. It's in a district with lots of things to do, very touristy, so I think it's a great spot. There's 2 locations, so no matter where you are, you can definitely check one out. So make sure to give it a try.
You can't have dinner without dessert, so I went to check out Sorbettino, a gelato shop that offers an extensive list of vegan options, and I of course got the pistachio, and it was delicious. For the next day, I made sure to start off with a great brunch at Zenith Cafe. This is a very popular brunch spot with a very vegan-friendly menu, like shakshuka, a tomato sauce-based dish that's usually served with eggs, but here they use tofu. This place had such a cool vibe, I definitely recommend. Next, I headed to the Rocio train station for the best day trip ever. First, you gotta buy a ticket at one of these booths, and in about 40 minutes, you'll arrive to Sintra, a charming Portuguese town situated within the hills of Serra de Sintra. It's a cute little town, but the place to see is Palacio da Pena. You will feel like you're in a fairy tale. Tip, take an Uber or a tuk-tuk to get from the train station to the palace. It's only about €4. It used to be a medieval chapel, but then it was damaged by an earthquake. It was then decided by the king to acquire the whole monastery and its surroundings to build what we see today as the Grand Palace. You can also see the inside of the palace, but if you don't go early, the lines are insane and it's just not worth it in my opinion. To finish the trip, you gotta go to Kong Vegan Food.
So now I'm at Kong Restaurant. This is another popular restaurant here in Lisbon, and the reason I wanted to come to this restaurant is because they have a whole list of traditional Portuguese food made vegan. Something you'll notice about Lisbon and Portugal in general is that they are heavy on the seafood. And so when I found out that this place has another traditional like fish dish made vegan, I just had to try it. So they serve it to you like fried, like the fried bacalhau that you see everywhere with feijão, which is a bean and rice and with tomatoes and with a salad, and it just looks incredible. Like the battered, whatever this is, really does look like fish, so it's kind of crazy. So let's give this a try. The crispiness and texture on this is crazy. You guys have to see this. All right, cheers. Wow. You could tell anybody this was fish and they probably would have no idea. This is insane. Okay, I'm gonna try this. The feijão is so good, oh my gosh. That tastes like comfort food to me. This nails it, hits the spot. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy I got to come here and check this out.
Another dish that I recommend to try if you haven't is called the Francesinha. I haven't had it at this restaurant, but if you've seen my Porto video, link up here, you will know that the Francesinha is another popular Portuguese dish originated from Porto, but they sell it kind of all throughout. And that's definitely something I would recommend to try. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna keep enjoying this. So again, don't miss out. Come to the Chiado neighborhood. This is where a lot of trendy restaurants are, so you definitely want to come and try this place out. And of course, don't forget to order the epic vegan chocolate cake with a coffee because that is the perfect way to end this dinner. Before you call it a night, make sure to also check out the Santa Justa lift in the historic center of Lisbon. It's a super popular attraction. The top floor gives you panoramic views of the city, and the connection floors are made by 2 spiral staircases with different patterns on each story. You also got to check out Lisbon's Praça de Comércio, a large harbor-facing plaza in Lisbon with an area of 329,000 square feet. And of course, watch the sunset by the relaxing waves.
Well, as you can see, Lisbon is a beautiful city with lots of good vegan food and lots of things to see. So let me know in the comments which dish you would want to try. My favorite overall of this whole trip was definitely the one from Kong Restaurant, that deep fried fish with the feijão con tomate. Like, wow, that was so good. I was really impressed. And so let me just know what you would want to try when you're here and what you like the most about this video. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe and let me know what you would want to see next. And I'll catch you next time on Rated V. Obrigado.